relative to your, we're going to take 4 categories, relative to your body, what do you want?
Dynamic, radiant health and
we
energy.
feel that clearly, no misalignment there.
Okay.
Relative to your home, what do you want?
Functional, paid for, beautiful, and I can feel myself.
All right, that's really a mess there.
Yeah,
all right.
mess.
Relative to your money, what do you want?
To be in a place of pure choice where I need to pay little attention to it, where there's...
All right, that's messy too.
Okay.
And relative to your work, what do you want?
None at all.
Well, there is hope for you. Not a lot, but some. We're just playing with you here. Now, let's go back to the subject of dollars, which seem to be everywhere in there and a big source of the contradiction in vibration that we feel from you. So, do you think that the things that you want will come primarily through the vortex of dollars?
Primarily.
And do you think that dollars will come primarily through the vortex called work? Yes, you do. Yeah. And therein lies your problem. Because you have all of these things that you want that you believe come through the vortex called dollars, and that you believe that the dollars come through the vortex called work, and you don't want any work. And so you've sort of got yourself in this place where you can't let it work for you because your desires are all sort of contradicting one another. Yeah. So we want to begin by saying to you, first of all, that all kinds of things that you want can come easily to you. In other words, the only thing of all those topics that are the major topics of your life that was really lined up was the subject of your physicalness. And the reason that that was lined up is because money isn't hooked into that. You see, and money and work are not hooked into that. And so, as you think about anything that has to do with dollars, it sort of confuses the issue here for you. And that's why so often we say to our physical friends, let's take dollars out of the equation altogether. And let's focus just for a moment on the fact that Source knows what you are wanting and is yielding it to you, and that well-being can flow to you in lots of different ways. And one of those ways is dollars, but it's not the only way. Right. In other words, there's the abundance of clarity, and there is the abundance of stamina, and there is the abundance of energy, and there is the abundance of fun, and there is the abundance of love. There's all kinds of abundance that you are experiencing that does not have anything to do with the abundance of dollars. Dollars is just another avenue or another subject through which abundance can flow. Now, we have a series of questions for you, and we think as we ask them and you answer them that things will begin to line up for you just a little bit. So just relax and sort of enjoy this if you can. Are there things that you enjoy spending your time doing?
Yes.
Have you ever enjoyed anything that brought dollars?
Oh, yes.
As a physically focused being, do you enjoy the experience of action?
Oh, yes.
And as you offer action, can you imagine being paid for it?
Oh, yes.
Does the idea of paid action mean the same thing to you as work?
Oh, boy. Well, knowing that I have so much charge around the word work, I'm thinking that doesn't.
Well, then we would leave the word work out. In other words, we would start saying there are all kinds of things that I love doing. And I like the idea of doing things that I love to do, and I like the idea of dollars flowing in response to what I'm doing. And now you've sort of circumvented that vibration that is your bugaboo. We visited with a woman one day, and she said, my mother is so unhappy, and I would like to help her be happier, but I don't think that I can. And we said, oh, you're in such an uncomfortable position because you believe that your mother is unhappy, and It's hard for you to be happy while she is unhappy, and you believe that she needs you to help make her happy, but you don't believe you can make her happy. And so you're sort of in this place where you can't line up your energy with anything. And we're feeling a similar thing with you as you say, there are all of these things that I want. I want a house that is paid for. I want experiences that dollars can flow through. I just don't want to do anything that would bring dollars to me. And what we can feel from you is, I don't expect dollars to flow without the work, and I don't want to do the work. And so we think that your sincere answer to these questions, we think that there are a lot of things you like to do. And we think that you accept that dollars can flow to you in response to the things that you like to do. And so we think that you have circumvented that vibrational obstacle is too strong a word, but contradiction that was keeping you from it. So now, as you ask your first question to us, how am I doing? We say, we can feel that something just opened, and we can feel that those things that are lined up outside your door are beginning to move towards you. And our encouragement to you is, don't shy away from action. Just don't call it work.
Okay, great. Interesting, because I do things that bring me money.
Yes.
And that I think I enjoy.
Yes.
So I
and yet you said very boldly to us, you don't want any work.
Well, yes, and I was joking a bit, and I do know that it would be my ultimate choice to not work, to just have. Yeah.
Well,
so there it is.
There it is, and that will never work for you, because what you're saying with that is something that's so defiant of the law. Because you see, what you've come forth into this environment, you came forth to be inspired to desire. And then you intended to align with the desire in order to allow the expression of it. In other words, that's what creating is. Creating is identifying the pathway through thought and then coming into vibrational alignment with the thought in order to allow the manifestation. That's what deliberate creation in this physical format is, you see. And so we think that what you're saying to us is what so many say, Abraham, it's not been very much fun trying to make things happen without lining up energy. And it's been so much not fun trying to make things happen without lining up energy that I've decided I don't want to play the game anymore. And we say, then play a different game. Line up energy and enjoy the deliciousness of the action that is inspired from that alignment.